Hello, my name is Nate, and today I'm going to show you an easy repair for fixing popcorn that's peeling down on your ceiling. I did an old patch using the spray can with popcorn inside, and you can see that the texture didn't quite match what the original ceiling was, so I wasn't really happy with that. When you start off, you'll have this section of popcorn that's just pulling down from the drywall. You can see as I push it that it's just got a gap behind it. It's come loose from the drywall. So I'm going to do a different kind of patch where I just take some mud and add some water to loosen it up and squirt it back in the hole and then brace this piece of popcorn on top of that and let it dry. So I'll show you how I do that. Alright, I've got some all-purpose joint compound. I also have a bag for like cake decorating. You probably could just use a Ziploc bag and cut off the corner, or a syringe. But what I'm going to do is just mix up some joint compound with a little bit of water to loosen it up, fill it in the bag, and then I can crank this down and just squirt the compound into the behind the popcorn. You just want to make the mixture probably a little more than what you need to squirt into the joint, but you can do a little bit. Add some water and maybe like the consistency of Elmer's glue would probably be about right. That's fine. Alright, so now I've got the bag. I'm going to pour the joint compound that I've loosened up with some water into the bag. You can see it's just pasty and it's already dripping out the bottom, so might be helpful to have an assistant so you can scoop this into the bag. Alright, I'm back up on the ladder. I've got my bag of loosened compound. My wife helped me put the rest of it in the bag, and I just tightened it up by twisting it. And in this scenario, this piece is about 1/4 of an inch off of the ceiling, so I'm not going to have any trouble squirting that in. But if it were just a small crack, you can pierce a couple of holes so that you can get the nozzle up into the crack, and once you squirt it, it'll expand into the crack. So here. Alright, so I got it up in there. The next step is I'm going to put a board on top of that with some screws and press it up against there, and then just leave it for the night. Alright, I just got a thin piece of wood out of the garage and some 1 1/4 inch screws and a piece of wax paper. So what I'm going to do is I just started some of the screws, and I'm going to put the wax paper on and press it up against the ceiling, and then I'll just use a screw gun to press that up against the repair job. Alright, so that board's on there nice and tight. I'm going to leave that for the night. Tomorrow I'll come and pull it off and everything should be fine. We also did another repair in the corner there. You can see what a finished job looks like before we've added any paint. So after you're done, you'll have to put dabs of joint compound in the holes from your screws, and then you can paint this ceiling again. Alright, it's the next morning. I'm excited to see how our patch looks. So we'll take off the board. And there you go. It looks pretty good. I've got a couple little It's there now, it's still soft, so I can kind of work with my finger and chip off any extra that shouldn't be there, but everything is nice and firm. You don't see anything moving, so I'll just play around with that, and then I'll take a little bit more compound and fill in my few screw holes, and your patch will be repaired. Nice and easy.